Hello. Hello. Hi, Deverin. How's it going? Yes, some boats here. Здравствуйте. Так. Hello, everyone. Hello, Kane. We're just doing some level design today. Just kind of maybe we'll do some abilities. I'm probably have a plan to do some maybe dark magic stuff. But first I wanted to kind of decorate these docks. Once you are done with everything else, you could start working on the race specter minion for me so I can break your game. I have a couple of really cool ideas for minions, so I think you're not gonna be disappointed. Так, I'm gonna check out quickly the bitrate on the stream. I think it's a little bit better than before. Yes, rocks are very important. But right now I'm kind of thinking about we're gonna put a little bit of a table here. Now, now probably I can't quite decide what it's gonna be right now. So now we're gonna just optimize this mansion. Роки в шоу. Как погода? У нас тепло. Минус 11 где-то. Today we're going to probably optimize this building because I've optimized all the other buildings over there already, and then we are going to maybe work on some dark magic stuff. Will it be simple to import the same house plot builder system from Gedonia 1 into this, or do the new assets and engine updates mean you'd have to make it from scratch? It would be simple to import it, but I want to remake it. For a multiplayer. Basically, previously, I'm sorry. Previously, you had when you entered building mode, the camera switched and you built a house from a top-down perspective. But now I want to make it so you kinda similar to a lot of other games. You will need to run around with your character and build the blocks yourself, kinda like every other survival building game does it, because it's better for if you are making a house with your friends, it's much more clear what anyone is doing, so you can kind of cooperate. The functionality will be for the new building system will be the same, and with much more stuff. So yeah, you will be able to build the house with the blocks. You will be able to build different productions, and there will be much more stuff for you to build, but it's just the perspective will switch from top-down view to third person. Rocky в Шу ЗБТ будет? Будет ЗБТ, да. Но только в следующем году. Пока еще особо нечего. Closed beta tests. It's really early for closed beta testing of any kind. Okay, so we have a roof, right? We have walls, right? Foundation and windows. I've finished the temple area from the previous stream, so maybe you guys saw screenshots on Discord. Okay, now we're going to export this with the walls probably. Gedonia wrote, I would come, but it's the middle of the night, so I will continue sleeping. Yeah, that's I guess a huge problem. My time zone is very, very different from a lot of the community's time zones. So I guess it's a good thing that the streams are saved on the YouTube channel, so people can watch them at later time. Okay. So for anyone who's wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm basically making a house which consists right now from a bunch of little modular pieces into one huge model, which is much better for the performance of your game generally. Are there going to be designated building zones, or is the entire world outside of named locations open for building on? There will be designated zone, kind of similar to the first game, because a lot of the places in the world are kind of like filled with a lot of very complex functional stuff. Well, because when you play like a survival game, for the most part, most of the environment is just like wilderness, forests, mountains, fields, and in Gedonia there will be cities, caves, camps of enemies, some story stuff, so it's not a good idea to kind of put a building everywhere. It could break a lot of stuff. Hello, Alexander Burduk, yo. Watch this guy. Привет, Александр. Окей. Right, and if you were to update the game, it's easier to know what array is scoped out of adding content to make sense. Yes, exactly. If I would make just as a simple survival game, of course, so I'm not saying that survival games are simple to make. They have their own challenges, but a lot of this stuff wouldn't be an issue, of course. Gedonia 2 оптимизирует дом для второй части. Now this is planned, this house is planned for one of the origins of your characters. And it's this is just the beginning of the game, so it's not a big deal if I spoil it. And of course things might change, but right now at the moment it's planned to be an origin for one of your character origins, because you kind of have a couple of origins to choose for your characters, and one of them is like a sorry. I think I switched the screen. This scene. I'm still figuring out all the streaming stuff. Макс, ты Джу, привет, очень понравилась первая часть, с нетерпением жду продолжения, желаю успеха. Доброе утро. Спасибо. Okay, now we're going to probably not going to need these because they're not going to be seen ever. It's very cool that you're taking this approach. Will origins tie into any starting faction ties? Would these be factions themselves unique to the origins? They're going to be separated. No, they're not gonna tie to your origins, and the origins will themselves will be very simple. Kind of just they will sort of kind of show the starting point of your character, similar to stuff like the Elder Scrolls. When you in the Morrowind, for example, you came on the boat on this island and there's no real backstory for your character. It's just a starting point for you. So this was gonna be very similar. Можно глянуть механики? Да, чуть попозже. Сейчас я этот дом доделаю. I need to finish this house before I go and do anything else. Не, я без паблишера. No publisher. I've been approached by publishers multiple times, but I'm not interested at the moment. Так. Max Tadju. Режим подземелья из первой части. The Dungeons mode. No. There will be a new mode. Посмотри последний devlog, там будет про режим игры. Very excited to see Gedonia 2 and further advancement in Gedonia. I'm enjoying the game and can't wait to see what you come up with next. You also inspired me to toy with game making things. Thank you, Isaac. Really glad that you liked the game. Game making is, it's a really cool work, but it's also very challenging. No doubt about that. So don't be discouraged when you encounter some challenges. Okay. На каких платформах? Steam и VK Play. At the moment. Making a game is boring. Having made a game is incredible. Yes, the release day is always very, very exciting. Making a game is, it's really kind of drooling process. Very dull. This one is actually pretty good. Okay, now what we're going to do is make some level of detail models. Level of detail is basically the version of the model you see from afar. So it's much more optimized, but it can look a little bit ugly. But of course that's the point. Okay, I'm really sorry. I keep switching the window because I haven't properly put the hotkeys. По механикам как Зельда? No. Нет, на Зельду по механикам не похоже, только внешне. Тебе, дочь, тоже удачи. Спасибо. Alright, I think. I'm gonna make the same thing for the roof. Так, now. Interior. Ставим твои рельсы, насколько неплохо можно жить в режиме индивидуально. Все зависит от много чего. От depends. It depends. Роки в шоу. Олег не думал на ВК Play разместить игру. Она уже на ВК Play. Зайди в страничку ВКонтакте, нашу группу ВКонтакте, там она есть. Первая и вторая часть. Окей. Right, let's see. Ты все делаешь или еще кто? 6 человек сейчас в команде. Но я делаю большую часть. Okay, so here is our mansion. Let's delete all of this stuff and let's actually see what we got. Okay, Windows. Now we're gonna need Windows also. Okay, that's gonna be the next. Okay, so let's get our lots. Okay. All right. Where is this stuff? Wood. Tree. Wood. Tree. Plaster, floor tiles, roof LED, roof tiles red, roof wood, wood trim, roof tiles red. Walls Have you considered opening pre-orders on Steam? Financial support won't hurt. I think also will there be early access? I'm thinking about early access, but there is no real need for pre-orders. I have a financial. I have a budget at the moment. If I ever need any additional support, I will figure out something. Нужен тебе кто в команду? Я учусь на юнити разраба. Нет, разработчиков мне пока хватает. Alright, so this is gonna be static, and let's see how it looks from up far. Arcanum Steam Works of Magic Absurd is one of my favorite RPGs. Your game Gedonia really captures that. Thanks for making the games. Cheers. Yeah, I love Arcanum. Arcanum is one of my favorites. I played it a lot back in the 90s. Early 2000s. So let's actually check out what we have. I always wanted to play a mage, but was addicted to being an engineer in that game. Yeah, I played the mage. I don't really remember a lot of it because it was. I think I did 2 playthroughs with engineer and with the mage. Okay. Okay, something wrong with these windows, maybe, or maybe it's just the lighting isn't great, but that one looks alright, I think. How long did it take to teach yourself how to code and make everything for Gedonia? It's remarkable that you as one person made Gedonia. What is without help? Gedonia is I've got a lot of help, of course. I've made a lot of shortcuts for the first game. Some of the stuff is like bought marketplace assets. Oh, that's not good. And but of course, and before I had what, like 12 years of experience in game making. What is this? I think the shading is a little bit broken in the model. It will be really amazing in Gedonia too for multiplayer with how awesome people on Discord are. Yes, I'm very exciting for multiplayer specifically. I think it's gonna be really cool. Where's the ladder? That was a derpy transition. Other than multiplayer, what are other big changes you want to add in Gedonia 2 that one doesn't have? Well, there will be nothing really completely new. I just want to really evolve all the previous systems and mechanics from the first game, make them more complex, more interesting, and improve the visuals, improve the writing, improve quest design, density, the animations, basically every aspect of the game I want to improve. For example, like the world events, like from simple battles, you will be able to wage like a huge war campaign between factions, and basically kind of like change the state of the zone completely and have very substantial rewards from it. How about game testers? People from Discord and I are interested and would be happy to help in any way we can. Yes, of course, there will be closed beta testing, but of course it's really early for that. And as you can see, there is no actual content in the game yet. Like the zones are empty. And that thing you might be if you played the first game, you might get what this is. It's very similar. When you add questing in the game or characters, when do you derive inspiration from the new zones or even characters on every update for Gedonia 1 zone is interesting. Well, my inspirations for me are the Elder Scrolls games and World of Warcraft. specifically in the how they design the zones in the game. I think they are very, very cool. Now the lighting on these houses are kind of broken. That one. I'm going to probably need to patch it a little bit. Расход станимина очень медленный, и это все еще ничего не калибровалось. Okay, yeah, we're going to probably need to finish this house and fix that one a little bit. Keep it up, Gedonia 1 is such a hidden gem on Steam and transports you back in time where game were full of exploration, most importantly choices. Thank you. Broadcast. Hi, hello, new Fisana. Okay. Hello, Joe. Thank you. Out of curiosity, how many people wishlisted Gedonia 2? I have kind of a similar numbers of wishlists compared to the first game at the moment. But of course, it's really early. Right now we are about 13,000 wishlists. So we are in the top 1,200 top wishlisted games on Steam. But of course I haven't even started to really advertise the game, market the game. Okay, so we have Windows. I think the multiplayer aspect alone with the world you built in Gedonia will be huge. Yeah, hopefully it all works out. Right now the main thing is to actually complete the game. I'm sorry. I haven't properly applied settings for the stream, so I keep switching the screens. No, I'm just is this starting or ending? No, it's not ending. I just put over the screen by mistake. My bad. I just keep pushing the keybinds. They're not properly set up. I need to rebind them. It's my only the second live stream on YouTube. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're gonna fix that one very quickly. Yes, I'm sorry about these pauses. Haven't figured out this streaming stuff yet completely. What's up with the lighting here? Okay, now I think we're going to probably design some of the dungeon areas. I plan to remake a couple of stuff there. Will there be any improvements and additions to the construction of your house? Yeah, I talked about it. You will be able to you will now build the houses from the third person. I don't know, this stuff is very spoilery for the dungeon, so I'm gonna remove it just for a second. Okay, so where are they? Roots, right. I'm gonna put a little bit of the roots over here. Сколько этажей? I'm not decided yet. I'm not sure at the moment. Maybe there will not be any limitations on the amount of floors. It's just gonna be like a huge radius in which you can build wherever you want. So there won't probably be any limitations on the actual amount of floors and the size. Like, you will be limited by the radius of the area, but you know, not the strict amount of floors and the blocks. Terrain. Использую terrain. Okay, we're gonna put one root over here. Now these roots are kinda all over the place here. Right, like that. Yes. Okay. Although, yeah, let's actually put some here. Нам подлец из нетологии рассказывал, что террен это супер затратная система. Затратная но для ПК и для больших миров, в принципе, пойдет. Если для мобилок что-то делать, то да, он немало может кушать. I really love Gedonia so far. I want to get into game development too, but it feels very daunting to learn from the art, models, music to the physics that goes into the game. You can start small, make simple games. I started simple, like a simple Mario style platformer, something like that. Is not very daunting. Or like a Pong game. Played a lot of time in Gedonia 1 compared to other single player games with various characters. In Gedonia 2 I'd like mobs on the map to respawn for a certain time of re-entering the game, for example. Thanks for responding to me on Reddit. I was asking about the console release. Yes, hello, Chander. Also about dummy, would adding a DPS counter on the screen alongside regular numbers disrupt your concept? I don't think it's going to necessarily disrupt anything. I'll have to figure out basically how to do it, but it's possible that I might add a DPS counter, because there will be like a group content, and of course some of the players would really like to see how much DPS they are making. Okay, now some rows here, there, and maybe over there. Okay. Okay. One thing is very important this early on is kind of like figure out the look of the zone, the look of the dungeon. Like a lot of the smaller details I'm not putting in yet, but the overall feel of the dungeon, I'm right now just kind of trying to lock it in place. I also wanted to basically this whole zone, I wanted to change it a lot. тебя есть процедурная генерация уровня или все вручную? Все вручную. No procedural generation. I had some in the first game. But this one so far is all hand created. В первой части было немного процедурной генерации. Тут ее пока что вообще нет. И я не думаю, что я буду ее вставлять. Oleg, what keeps you motivated and disciplined for years like monk? I don't know. I just like what I'm doing, and you know, I'm not really that motivating or like all the time. I had my down moments when I don't really wanna work on the game at all. And you know, at the end of the day, what else am I going to do, right? I don't know how to do anything else. Okay. Okay. I did it again. Switched off again. I really need to figure out this stuff. These Are you modeling environment by yourself? Some of the stuff is stock assets, some of the stuff I'm making, some of the stuff my modelers making. А вы делаете игру в РФ или релоцировались? Я в РФ нахожусь. Окей. Maybe it's still... now this is probably maybe too small still. Okay. Yeah, this one, yes, a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay. Now let's put a little bit on the ground here. Now that's going to be like a fighting area with the boss. Красные черепки — это точки спауна. Yes. Да. Это враги. Тут будут враги. Спасибо, Барбоса. Окей. Так, ладно, давайте продолжим с корнями. So we're probably not going to make I have a couple of new abilities in mind to do, but we're probably not going to do this on stream today because I need to still figure out these keybinds, so I wouldn't switch all the time between screens, wouldn't turn off and on again the stream. Предзаказа не будет, но ключ, да, можно будет купить напрямую. Возможно. There probably not gonna be any pre-orders, but the early access is a possibility. Are you writing Gedonia's lore, characters, stories, everything yourself? Did it begin as an idea to tell a story or just a desire to make a video game? I wrote most of the first Gedonia by myself. I had one writer to help me out with some secondary stuff, but I always wanted to make an RPG. Just didn't had resources to do it previously, but then I just decided to do it. On the second game, I have two writers working alongside with me. We are working on the main storyline at the moment. Готов хотя бы на плейтесты залететь. А еще вопрос, как вы чувствуете геометрию уровня? Скейлите все без привязки к трансформу. Когда скейлишь по униформу, то это нормально. Но вообще это больше на глаз. То есть это скорее просто опыт. The roots over here are going to probably look very good. Насмотренность. There is a game on Steam right now called Wayfinder. It's not I don't consider it a very good game, but visually it's excellent. And I basically kind of draw a lot of inspirations in design specifically, and level design from this game. Like you can see a lot of the environment stuff, how well it paints the terrain, the ground, how well it puts the props on all the buildings, all the stuff. It's very well made. How the cliffs are made. So a lot of the stuff is very good. More specifically, the roots, like you can see, like roots over here. Like so, I'm making something similar. It's a very pretty game. So I'm kind of like. I'm not saying I'm basing the look of the game on this game, but the ways the design works right here, I'm basically inspired to do something similar. Of course, the developers of the game are much more experienced, and they have a bigger team and bigger budget, so it's not gonna look as pretty as this game. But you know, I think it's gonna look better than the first one at least. Это из игры Wayfinder, Александр. Я просто беру, немного вдохновляюсь, как они делают левел дизайн. Референс, да, референс. Okay, now, yeah, it looks a little bit more rooted. Maybe I should put some over here. Насколько интересно вам крутить корешки, или вы просто выбрали это, знаете, для общения с чатом? Мне в целом интересно крутить корешки. По сравнению со многими другими вещами, разработки это еще не самое скучное. Разработка игр это очень скучная вещь. И общение с чатом это, ну, what I'm saying right now is this level design is not, it might seem boring, but it's not the most boringest thing in game development, and I quite enjoy it. Мешаться. Да, немного медитативно. Музыка-то играет у вас, наверное, да? У меня-то я-то без музыки сижу. Музыка просто на стрим идет. Окей. Так, сколько там мы уже стримим? Уже 1,5 часа. Окей. Нужно отойти от ручной работы. Много работы, много ручной работы за меня уже делают. Просто некоторые вещи мне нужно делать самому. Ну и это пока что тоже очень грубый дизайн. Очень много будет еще тут мелких вещей расставляться. То есть мне еще много чего тут крутить, так сказать. Пока что это так больше. Так, и мне надо освещение подделать немножечко. The lighting. I need to do lighting a little bit. Because at the moment it's really dark. Like, I think it's a little too dark. Now this looks quite sinister for the most part. think it's fine. I think it's we're gonna need a couple of lights here. Baldur's Gate 3 будет игра года в Стиме? Не знаю. Наверное. Baldur's Gate 3. Это фантастика. I really liked Baldur's Gate 3. Okay. Okay, let's finish up with that one. I also wanted to work on the beach, the second zone a little bit. Да, lighting point можно сделать зеленым оттенком, посадить зеленые светящиеся поменки. Это неплохая идея. Я еще пока думал, надо откуда будет свет вообще, источники. Но зеленые поганки это не самый худший вариант. Окей. I've designed this zone recently a little bit. Now yes, basically I've put around 65 hours into Baldur's Gate 3. I had to kind of rush the third act because I needed to return to development. But yes, it ate a little bit of development time from the Gedonia 2. Это пока что секрет, что это такое. It's a secret. I'm not gonna tell what it is at the moment. I'm not gonna spoil it. But I have to say this, the stuff I planned for this specific place might be the coolest stuff I've come up in all of my game dev history. Not sure about... Не уверен я насчет следов на песке. Это момент... В данный момент возможно. Так, скоро, наверное, будем закругляться. Мне уже поздно, у меня уже остеохондроз. Ну, зарядку надо делать, да, я периодически, ну, не так, конечно, часто, не каждые 2 часа, но пару раз в день делаю. Так, наверное, будем закругляться. Спасибо всем, кто сегодня был на стриме. Thank you everyone who checked out the stream. I'm gonna need to figure out the keybinds for the next stream, and we're going to probably do more like a coding development. Да, спасибо, ребята, что посмотрели. Вам тоже удачи.